Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, we're walking in the room. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. We've got breaking news. We have got breaking news. Good morning, Pat. How are you? I reckon, according to CNN, the white male that was actually found on the J6 pop bomb, was it 4 or 5 years ago, has been arrested.
Okay.
30-year-old white male.
Yeah. And he just lived a few miles away, right?
Yeah, he lived like 33 miles from my brother.
Yeah, that ain't far, is it?
No, it's like right around the corner.
Yeah, what do you think, Pat?
Hey, Stephen, I got a request. Can we change the background? It's not Wednesday. and
He's
Gary seems to be looking directly at me.
Yeah.
So, like,
looking over the wall.
Is this one of your intimidation techniques?
I just want you to know that he is here in mind and spirit, not only on
always
okay.
watching.
What I think about the pipe bomber, though, I think that is a feather in the cap of the FBI, that they stay on the case, that they continued to work it, and came to the arrest. So good for them.
Wait a minute. Why did it take them so long to find the arrest? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, 5 years. 4 of those years were in a different administration, right?
Oh, imagine that, a different administration.
Is that what you want me to say?
I want to hear it, baby. I want to hear it.
You need to text me this stuff, the lines that I'm supposed to say to affirm
you don't have
your
to,
position.
because I know what you're going to say already, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the Biden administration couldn't find anything, but the Trump administration, how long have they been in?
9 months. 10 months.
10 months?
11.
Maybe 11 give or take. Give or take.
Wait a minute. Couldn't find anything? Did you see the latest news on the auto pen stuff?
Hey, let's not change the subject. No redirection here. No redirection.
You don't want to go there yet?
Not yet.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
It's really hard. You can't blame the Biden's FBI for not finding him for 4 years. It's really hard. You know how hard it is to find a 30-year-old white man in all of those people?
Yeah, a 30-year-old white man.
There's a lot of white men.
Here's the problem with the Biden administration. It didn't fit the criteria, man. He was a young black guy. Yeah. He was an anti-Trumper, according to what I understand.
He was a what?
He was black.
No, he's not. Jake Topper said
like
he was
the Hodge twins, black.
The guy looks like Urkel. Have you seen the guy? Looks like Urkel. He's like,
come on, he lives in his mother's basement.
Well, now
wait
wait
a minute. You have to go there.
Hold on a second. We're not going to attack anyone for living with their mom.
Yeah, come on, Packy. Help us out here a little bit.
Yeah, help us out, Packy.
Yeah, but he was he's not anti-Trump.
Yeah. He sued the Trump administration in 2020.
And ICE and DHS
and ICE, and it got rejected by the court like weeks before he laid the pipe bombs.
So you don't think this has got something to do with maybe the fact that the FBI under the Biden administration could not locate anything? I don't believe that for a minute. I think this stuff was in the burn bag.
Man, they had his cell phone pings, they had his bank accounts, they had all the information. They had it. We didn't do anything. They just looked at the file and said, "There's the guy."
Yeah, and they kept saying, and what else did they keep saying? Oh, it's a white supremacist. Well, the first thing that I remember, there wasn't a whole lot of coverage on the pipe bomb.
No.
Do you remember that? And I think Dan Bongino, who was it that actually kept hammering on that about being a pipe?
It was Bongino.
Bongino kept.
Believe.
I'm going to straighten my head out because I look.
That was before he was with the administration, though. He did that on his radio show.
Yes, he did. And nobody was talking about the pipe bomb. It was all hush, 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 hush. Why was it that? I feel like the reason it was because they knew who it was right off the get-go. Do you not think so?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Have we now used enough examples of the incompetency in the previous administration to move on?
No.
Okay. We're going to continue to hammer that. Okay.
Yeah. We got another 3 years and some change to hammer that down.
Proof is in the pudding. Only conservatives know how to get things done, Pat.
Mm-hmm. That's all caps. So Rebel Boy is yelling at you with that one, Steve.
No, he's yelling at you because
Rebel Boy is my friend now.
That's true. Yeah. That is true.
He has said a couple of complimentary things. I think he's off his medication, but he appears to be my friend now.
Yeah, well, don't.
Yeah, we got plenty of time in this show to.
Well, I've just baited him into putting something up there about how stupid I am, but that's okay.
I reckon they got all kinds of evidence.
Oh yeah.
Said he was driving.
Don't we need to keep saying allegedly?
Definitely allegedly was driving.
Definitely allegedly.
Yeah. Definitely allegedly driving a Nissan Sentra. They come up with that right off. I mean, in 10 months. You don't think that's a little strange, Pat, or do you think that the DOJ and the Biden administration did everything they could?
Well, I don't think they did everything they could because, as you said, all the information was there in the file. What they needed to do was look at the file and connect all the dots, which the current administration has done, and identify this alleged pipe bomber.
But again,
definitely
though,
alleged pipe
definitely
bomber.
alleged.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, we're coming down a little harsh on the Biden DOJ. They were very busy themselves. I mean, they had to get all those J6ers. They had to track down like DNA samples to see if someone was there. They had to ping all their cell phones. There was a lot of work that the DOJ was doing, a lot of important work that they were doing.
It's called priorities, Stephen.
Yeah,
priorities.
Right. Let's get them pesky conservative Americans.
That's right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
If that was the case, they're investigating you.
I'm sure they are.
Your file is thick.
I was sitting there thinking about that when I was driving the school bus this morning. You know, I was thinking they was in here Googling all this stuff and they were cleaning their search history. I never cleaned my search history.
Wait, ever?
Oh
man.
I don't even know how.
You got a file, dude. You definitely got a file.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha hee.
Well, yeah. If somebody goes into your search history, they're going to lose their mind because that's the way your mind works, right?
Yeah, I ain't no doubt. I believe it's a cover up, and the whole thing, like I said, it did not come out because until Dan Bongino started talking about it, and that's when it kind of come to me. You know, and I thought, well, what is he talking about? Pipe bomb.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know much about a pipe bomb. You're right. They kind of glossed over it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, boom, here we are. We got another left winger that lives in his basement.
Urkel.
Yeah. At least he's not a cross dresser dating what are them things called?
Furry.
That we know of yet.
That we know of. Nah,
do we know?
Nah, I think this guy was all about immigration. I mean, look at his dad's company. They're a bail bonds company specifically for immigration.
Oh, Bob wants to know, why did it take 10 months? What do you mean? Why did it take? It took the Biden administration 4 years to cover it up. They had to dig a lot, man.
Yeah,
you got 4 years to cover it up, put it in the burn bag. You know, they got to probably took them 3 months to dig all that up to get started.
Well, they did say they were surveilling him for a few months, so there's that.
Right.
By the way, this video switcher ain't working anymore.
Oh, okay. So it's stuck on you.
Stuck on me. Get it off me. I don't want it on me. Get it off me. No one wants to look at that all morning.
Oh man, we get stuck on you, and then poor old blah 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 gets in here. It feels pretty hurt.
Yeah, I want to sit there. I
don't know. So we'll see what else happens on this as it comes out. But yeah,
doing court today
already.
Yeah.
That's for arraignment, is it?
Yeah, arraignment this morning.
So what is an arraignment? What is all that?
That's just to enter a plea.
Yeah, it's your plea.
I'm asking loophole.
Pat speaks for me.
Oh, does he really?
On that
particular, please. Don't associate me with loophole, please.
So he's gonna get in there and say, I am not guilty.
Yeah, he's gonna get in there and say, I'm not guilty.
Has he got a lawyer already, or they appointed him one?
Yeah, I don't know. So when his dad sued the Trump administration, they had Benjamin Crump. You know who that guy is?
I don't know.
That's the lawyer who's he represented Trayvon Martin's family. He's always representing some sort of race-based cause. So I don't know if he's still using Benjamin Crump in this defense, but he used him before. So who knows? I don't know who's representing him yet. We'll find out later.
Pretty high-priced attorneys.
Oh yeah.
So what about Bailey? Is he still attorney out there?
F. Lee Bailey?
Yeah.
Didn't he pass away?
Oh, did he?
F. Lee Bailey has been dead for a couple of years, Steve.
That's who I'd get.
Yeah. Raise the dead.
If you could. He was a good one. Yeah, he was a good one. Right.
I would have gotten Roy Black, but he's dead too.
But now you said his daddy actually sued
his dad's company. It was a bail bonds company, again, that specializes in immigrants who've been detained and getting them out of jail. And it was his dad's name is the same, Brian Cole Sr.
Right.
But yeah, so his dad's company sued.
And he's a lawyer?
No, his company owns the bail bonds company. His dad owns the bail bonds company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's Okay.
Yeah.
What else we know? Packy, you got anything you want to add to this, our buddy Rowe?
No, I just think there's so many coincidences, and people are all these conspiracies, but there's so many coincidences in this. And you look at Nancy Pelosi and how she was, Trump requested the National Guard. Remember that? There's video of her. Like all that is there's FBI agents on the ground, and now this stuff's coming out, and all these people who are just thrown in the gallows in January 6th.
Yeah.
All this cover up. There's just so many things, and you have the people on the ground. There's video. There's Capitol Police video of them guiding them through, like basically giving them a tour. Come this way.
Yes.
And people still just don't think that this was just a massive setup. The BBC editing the footage of Trump talking about peacefully and patriotically going through the Capitol, letting our voices be heard.
We've seen him walking through and bringing them in.
I know and people still don't think that's it. There's no more to see here. And they don't think that this is just a massive setup.
2 top BBC executives had to quit, had to resign because of that.
And it's almost like, did this guy know that he did this the day before the so-called riots?
Yeah, he did it. Well, did he do it the day before, or was it that
I thought he did it the day
Was it
before. Maybe I'm wrong
5th?
about that.
Well, now some folks are commenting that this is actually what started the riot thing. Once all this stuff was discovered and they started moving people around, when they found the pipe bombs, and that's kind of where all the plants said, "Okay, it's time." That's the mark. We found the pipe bomb.
Those were a long way. Those houses or those buildings that the Republicans and Democrats were in, a long way from the Capitol.
Yeah, so this is saying that according to the AI thing here, it's saying that they were placed there the evening of January 5th, the night before. So, like, how would you even have known that would have even? I guess it's just 2 totally unrelated, separate incidents. There's too many coincidences.
Yeah,
coincidences and all this. What do you think, Pat? You think it's just one big coincidence? It just all happened.
I think there's a lot of, you can throw out a lot of theories, and just by the pure number that are out there, some of them are correct. Not all, but some.
I think we got a caller wanting to weigh in on this. Let's jump to a break and see what y'all got something you want to weigh in on. Of course, we're trying to keep up with all the comments going on, but if you want to weigh in on this, let us know. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all hang around. We'll be back on the other side.
And now back to the morning dish.
All righty, folks, we are back to the morning dish, and never mind, never worry, don't worry whatsoever, because here's the deal. We got Topper back with us, so he wants to weigh in on this.
That's right.
Blah,
and
blah,
I'll be the greatest
blah,
show
blah.
in the entire world, in the history of the world. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Where's my camera?
Oh. All right. Well, now they got he's got sympathies for Black Lives Matter and Antifa. This guy is.
Yeah,
But
and immigrants. Illegal.
I understand. I mean, I've got a heart for immigrants. I really do. I just think they need to go back home.
Right.
I mean,
the illegal ones.
Yeah.
Just do it the right way.
Yeah, do it the
Get
right
that
way.
in.
What's
Get
your
that
take on this, Topper?
About this black kid?
Oh, the white
one.
guy
The white one.
that looks like Urkel.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like
Allegedly.
Urkel.
Well, I think that just that. I mean, it's amazing how we just now know about all this stuff.
Oh, that's amazing, ain't it?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm glad they got him. I'm glad somebody actually did their job and locked up somebody that was on the other side of the Jan 6 conspiracy.
Yeah. I could actually say I believe that's the shortest answer he's ever given.
You like that? You like that? There you go. Was I in line with your opinion?
I just, first of all, there's no such thing as Antifa, so why'd they even put that in here?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, why'd they even put Antifa in here? Pat, what are you doing? You're talking on your.
No,
Pay attention.
I'm not.
What are you doing?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
I was texting.
Yeah. Don't you think we should be on the show today?
I'm with you. I'm listening. I mean, it's like a broken record. I could go away for 10 minutes and come back, and you're still talking about it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on. What do you got there, Lupo?
Well, I don't. One of the things I got, man, is I like to stutter a lot. Is the first thing I like to say.
Lupo was prepared for that question, was he?
Yeah, clearly I was as I'm scrolling.
Yeah,
through them.
yeah.
I just wanted to
Whatever.
back on one thing. Afghans here, like I watched something on X this morning. There's the switcher. I watched something on X this morning, and it was a CDL instructor out of, I think, Texas, and she was saying that she started. Well, first of all, she started noticing a lot more Afghans in her class, but then she noticed that they all wanted her to like slow down near bridges and things like that so they could take pictures. in important infrastructure projects. They
Really?
always wanted her to slow down.
And
so
who
they
is
could
this
take
now?
pictures. This is a CDL, a commercial driver's license instructor in Texas who's been doing it for 20 years.
Right.
And said that lately it's all the Afghan students want her to slow down so they can take pictures of things like bridges, things like water reservoirs, things like that. Yeah, that's a little messed up.
Yeah.
That's very messed up. You know, my cousin owns what used to be the Copper Hill mines.
Okay.
Up in Copper Hill, Tennessee. And they still do a lot of chemical processing things out of there. But regardless, right before 9/11, those guys were out there surveilling that place as well, too. They thought that would be a strategic target.
Yeah.
No kidding. Same thing.
Messed up.
Okay, we got scoop. We got the scoop on the texting. We got the scoop on what? We got it, Pat. We got it right here on the.
Go ahead, Steven.
Rail boy is surfing the net and found your text. Yeah, he's texting Harry. Yes, I still love you, and I'll still see you later for dinner. Oh, how romantic.
Hey,
We're stuttering this morning too. We're all stuttering this morning.
Hey, well, speaking of Harry, did you see Prince Harry on that late show the other night?
No, I don't watch it.
Oh, well, this was all over the news. You didn't have to watch it.
No, it wasn't either.
Yeah,
the heck it wasn't.
The news.
He's on the news talking about Trump being elected as the king. They're talking about America loving royalty and we love Prince Harry.
Right.
He's like, well, you elected the king. Starts talking about Trump.
Yeah.
He did that on Colbert's show.
I like what Trump's doing. I'll just tell you. Hey, okay, so let's jump to something else. Let's change gears here. Let's change gears. Military. Okay, everybody's talking about these, where Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration blowing these narco dudes out of the water.
Yeah.
Right? And then actually there was a couple of the guys who survived, and they said, so they went back and shot them.
Well, bombed again. Yeah.
Bombed them again. And everybody's mad about that.
Yeah.
Well, the admiral? What came out and went to Congress yesterday and defended Pete and said no, he did not give a kill order for those second guys. So there was that. They just ended it right there.
Well, they actually had a JAG officer that reviewed this thing, did they not?
Yes, they did. They had the JAG officer who wrote an opinion letter and gave it to them, and they reviewed it, and they said, "Okay, we're good to go." Before any of this started.
Well, I'm gonna go tell you, man. I just think these guys are allegedly definitely stupid, because if I was one of them guys in a boat and the first couple of 2 or 3 got blowed up going across by, I'd be like, no, man, me no go. Me no.
There's a high likelihood they don't know.
Are you serious?
No, I'm talking about at all. It's not like
what is scary for me about this is the fact that it took 2 strikes to blow up a fishing boat.
No, it took 2 strikes to blow up a drug boat.
Yeah, drug boat.
Okay, a drug boat, whatever.
Yeah, okay,
but it's not a battleship. It's not a cruiser.
No,
right.
It's a fishing boat or drug smuggling boat. It's like one of those cigar boats or whatever.
Yeah, but apparently that's standard operating procedures. Apparently you
cigarette
always
boat.
fly.
So our missiles are not sufficient to take out on a fishing boat. What about taking on a cruiser?
On, man.
It was sufficient. It was sufficient. You always have a backup plan. It's called redundancy. You always have a plan B just in case. And
so our missiles take 2 to do a fishing boat. How many does it take to do a cruiser?
Okay, wait a minute. How many have they blown up so far with one, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then.
You ever heard of a misfire? You ever heard of something like maybe they got the back, they didn't get the gas, they got a part and it's still up? Yeah, no, the missile worked just fine. They needed a second strike. It's fine. Everything.
Imagine. Here's the thing, Pat. Okay, they're honing their skills.
Tell me what the thing is, Steven.
Yeah, they're honing their skills. This is like practice for them. So we missed that one.
We're no longer supporting the Israelis to test our weapons. We're doing our own weapon testing.
Dang right we are.
All right, got it.
We're testing it.
To me, it's kind of like, well, we brought 2 missiles.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah, we don't quit till we're out of ammo, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have an issue with it at all. What was it? They saw the 2 guys swimming next to the boat, the shell of the boat that got blown up. Isn't that what it boiled down to?
Apparently, they were trying to save the drugs too. They were trying to load the
anyway,
drugs
so you got back hit him again. I was talking to my son about this. This came up in the conversation with him. I'm like, this is stupid. It's like if you threw a grenade, you're in the middle of a ground war, you threw a grenade over a hill, and it blew up most of the guys, but then 2 come running over. What are you going to do? Go, let's leave them alone. That's fine. Let's move on. No, you're going to kill them too.
Well, now
so who cares?
Okay, so you got the Democrats. They're all for these guys. They're like, oh man, bless their hearts. They're just poor fishermen out there with a load of cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, they're for everything and everybody that's not Trump.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're just out there with some cocaine. It's just for personal use only. They need to.
That was coming to my house.
Yeah, they need-
That's what they're saying.
how many tons of cocaine was on it? Well, that's just for personal use
Right.
only.
Yeah.
And these are
I have a
innocent
big weekend coming.
bystanders. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. And all these immigrants that's coming to America to take over America and become what they were, where they're from. We need to support them, and we need to make sure that we give them all kinds of. They said they wasn't on.
Hotels, rooms, and food. And
Yeah, they said they didn't have none of that, but now it's coming out that they really did. The Democrats are actually saying, yeah, okay, they did have all your taxpayers' money to support them.
yes, of course he did.
Yeah,
Mm.
Of course they did. Yeah.
Well,
What do you think, Pat?
You know what I think.
Hey, yeah, here's a good question across the teletype machine. How many missiles did it take Biden to shoot down a balloon?
Yeah, good question.
with the most advanced fighter plane in history of the world, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was the that was the Air Force.
Yeah.
When they really want something blown up, they need to go to the Navy.
Oh, is that
Naval
what it is?
aviators.
Oh, okay.
Naval
Oh,
aviator.
is that it?
Oh, is that what it was? Oh,
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. Bring it on. Bring it on.
But what they're bringing over here is usually fentanyl usually is what they're bringing. That's kind of like what they're worried about.
Fentanyl or coke. Yeah.
That is fentanyl's the number one. That's the leading cause of death for Americans between the age of 18 and 45.
Mhm.
And so, like my point that I made back when all this first started was, I mean, if there is a terrorist airplane or something that is coming towards our, like nobody's going to ask any questions. They're just going to blow it up,
You
right?
shoot, right?
Right.
If somebody's in the airspace and they shouldn't be in the airspace and they won't respond and they're going towards a protected air, they're probably going to get blown up.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, it's kind of the same thing.
I agree 100%. It is the same thing.
I look at this like a terrorist attack.
It is a terrorist
Because it's the leading cause of death between.
They've
for
been
people between-
designated as terrorists.
That's exactly
It is
right.
a terrorist attack.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So it's on. Yeah.
Well, the next question is this: does Trump do a ground war in Venezuela?
I don't think he's going to have to.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think he'll have
because
to
he's
either.
talking apparently.
He's already got boots on the ground in Venezuela.
Yeah, he's talking to Maduro about leaving. And of course, that's
oh,
not
he's
happening.
telling Maduro.
And
to
so,
leave.
I mean, the next step is step in,
Right.
Yeah.
walk in there. That's
So where
what
we
I'm
going?
saying.
Is Mexico not bringing a bunch of stuff in here too?
That's the path.
Oh,
That-
okay, so
that's-
we're
yeah,
going
that's
to
just
cut. We're going
that's
to cut the
road.
snake's head off.
Yeah.
All I know is they say blackberries. Blackberries has really skyrocketed here in the last few days.
Blackberry smoke. Are you going to Blackberry
No,
smoke
I
concert?
reckon you see Georgia officials say an illegal immigrant and alleged accomplice were caught with tens of millions of dollars worth of meth found hidden in blackberry shipment.
Blackberry smoke. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to one of my dad's clients once.
Oh, he got caught. with a
Yeah. Well,
shipment
they
of-
were a
got
cargo.
caught.
Well, they were a cargo airline, and they had a client that was a flower shipping company, and one of their flower shipping company had a whole bunch of cocaine in their flowers.
Really?
Yeah, it was a big mess. My dad had to go in there and straighten it out. I mean, the airline was not at fault. They were just, they were hired to fly a bunch of flowers from point A to point B. But yeah, it was
What
a
was
mess.
in it?
It was a mess. Cocaine in the flowers.
Could you imagine buying your wife a dozen roses with cocaine in it?
You know what? I mean,
Smell this.
that seems realistic. I mean, it might surprise folks, but a lot of these fresh roses you have, they come up out of Ecuador and they fly them up fresh every day up to Atlanta. And
I
all
mean,
around.
full of cocaine, he'd be like,
I mean,
okay.
who knows what's in there?
I
But
mean,
my
you're
point is, I
thinking-
know out in pallets full of them.
You're thinking about a romantic evening, and the first
Exactly.
thing she does is crack open the vacuum cleaner and starts vacuuming the whole house.
Hey, would you mind telling Andrew Clyde we're going to go to a break?
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. We're having too much fun, man. I'm sorry. Hold on. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the other side. We got Andrew Clyde with us. All righty. We're back with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Andrew Clyde has called in. Today's Friday. We forgot it's Friday. Good morning. How are you, brother?
Well, good morning, y'all. Great to be on WJRB.
I love it when you lie like that, man. I tell you.
He had to read WJRB. He had it written on
Hey,
the
how
card.
you doing, man? How's everything going?
Well, I tell you, yeah, I enjoy calling into you guys. You're a lot of fun.
Yeah, we we tore up this morning because I reckon Loophole's daddy brought us some flowers that was laced with something. We can't even think straight. Hey, let me
Yeah, I
ask
heard
you
about
something.
that.
Yeah, let me ask you something right off the get go here, and I'm trying to be a little bit serious. We got the new SNAP laws in, which come with one big beautiful bill. How does that actually work?
The SNAP provisions, you mean just getting rid of the waste, fraud, and abuse?
Yeah, and where they actually have to work and have to get jobs and kind of this, that, and other.
Well, I mean, SNAP is a state program. Okay, it's a state-run program, but it's funded by the federal government. So, the federal government has a say in what they do and what they can use it for. All right. But it's the incredible expansion of SNAP under the Biden program.
Right.
I mean, there were millions upon millions of more people added to the SNAP program, which simply do not qualify for the SNAP program. And so that's one of the big things that the big beautiful bill did, is it dealt with the waste, fraud, and abuse in SNAP. And so I think you're going to find out it's going to be a much better program. And and the people who really need it are the ones that are going to get it, and those who have been defrauding it are going to be caught, and they're going to be dealt with. And as you know, this Justice Department, as you saw yesterday with the J6 bomber, all right, they don't let even cold cases go.
Yeah.
I mean, they caught this guy.
Yeah, and they're saying, why did it take them 10 months? And my theory is that the Biden administration buried this stuff in the burn bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great point. And the question is, why?
Well, because
was he working with somebody? I mean, no new evidence, nothing new, just digging into it using good old, investigative work. They found this guy, exposed this guy, and now they're going to, can interrogate him and see what in the world, why?
I don't think it fit their narrative.
It?
I don't think it fit their narrative. If he'd have been a white Trumper, it'd have been on.
No, if he had been an old grandma praying, it would have been on.
Well, there's another thing with the J6. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But that means they knew who he was.
I think they did.
I mean, it very well could be. They could have known who he was, and so why were they protecting him? That's one reason. Maybe it didn't fit their narrative.
Right.
But maybe there's another reason too. And so we're going to find all that out. Maybe Congress is going to look into it and investigate it as well through the Oversight Committee. I mean, but this Department of Justice is not going to allow anyone who has broken the law, all right, to just skate, which is, you go back to what President Trump said when he voided, he sent out the tweet that said, everything that Biden signed by auto pen, every executive order, gone.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I mean, think about that. So now all of these pardons, gone.
Yeah.
So, who is actually giving them the pardon? Why were they giving them the pardon? And, what did they do that they needed a pardon?
Oh, yesterday's testimony indicated it was a low-level staffer that was making a decision.
Think about that, though.
Yeah.
The president of the United States is not with us mentally. All right. So some lower level staffer or somebody, maybe not even their chief of staff, from what I'm understanding, knows who is getting a pardon and who isn't. And that authority rests solely with the president of the United States and not with anyone else. That is so wrong. So, there's going to be an investigation as to who in the world is doing this and or who did it rather, and why, and the abuse of authority. This is huge.
Well,
and our Justice Department is not going to let it go.
Well, I think
Andrew, are we really considering extending the healthcare subsidies for 2 or 3 years?
The Democrats are. It won't pass the House.
You don't believe it'll pass the House?
Absolutely not.
Good.
Let me ask you on that.
Absolutely not.
Since Pat brought that up,
it will not.
Since Pat brought that up, though, Andrew, like, what is the plan, though? Because I mean, like it or not, I mean, Obamacare, all that stuff. I mean, it has destroyed health insurance. I mean, if you're just a person who's just, if you don't have to do your employer, I mean, you're talking $1,200 a month for a plan. You're talking $700 a month for a plan with a $15,000 deductible.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody will take
that. Nobody that. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I think the only one around here we have is Alliance. I think
Alliance. That's it.
And so, like, I'm in the process now of looking at. I mean, it's $1,200, $1,300. So, like, I hate the system. I think it's a horrible system. I think that Obamacare absolutely ruined it. But at the same time, like, unfortunately, that's the system we have. And without those subsidies, I mean, you're at $1,200. You know what I mean? So, like, there's got to be another plan of something. Is there anything? Talk about?
Oh, yes. We are working on it.
Do you have any info on that?
Absolutely. The expansion of the HSAs.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we have got or we are working on right now. We've got a couple of bills already out there. Chip Roy has one. Andy Biggs is working on one right now.
Is it written?
There's 2 or 3 more that have actually been filed. Gary Palmer from Alabama has a bill out there as well. But we will deal with this, and it will be an expansion where, if you're going to love this, where if you like your Obamacare, you can keep your Obamacare. Okay.
That sounds like an original
but
line.
if you don't like it, then you're going to have tremendous additional options that will increase competition. We're going to deal with this. We're going to deal with it very quickly because we know that premiums have gone up. But this is the thing: when you subsidize something, it gets more expensive.
Right.
That's just the bottom line.
Right.
You look at green energy, subsidized, it's the most expensive type of energy. You look at electric vehicles, subsidized, they're incredibly expensive. You look at college tuition. You know, we have been subsidizing college tuition, and what has been happening to tuition at colleges? It only gets way more expensive and way more expensive. I mean, when you subsidize something, those entities that offer that product or service go, oh, well, the government's going to pay for it. We'll just continue to ratchet up pricing, and that's what happens. That is what has happened in the healthcare industry. The quote ACA or Affordable Care Act is unaffordable. Even the Democrats acknowledge it is the Unaffordable Care Act.
Yeah.
All right. And you don't get good care, and it's completely unaffordable. We're going to fix that, and we're going to fix that very quickly.
So I think what's the final date to enroll for a 2026 plan is like, I want to say it's like I'm just going to make a number up, like the 15th or something like that. I mean, that's like
It's right around the corner.
10 days away.
it's
So
right
like,
around
what
the
would you
corner.
recommend to
It
somebody and people who are at this point, you know, they're coming under the wire trying to sign up for a plan, and they're like, should we buy a plan that's $600 a month that doesn't do anything, or should we spend $1,200 on a plan a month that might do something and hope that there's something that fixes it mid-year? You know, like people are kind of stuck at this point.
Oh, we're going to fix it mid-year, all right. In fact, we're going to fix it probably earlier than mid-year.
I think it ought to be mandatory that if you're a Democrat, you have to stay on the Obamacare. Y'all voted it in. It's yours.
I love you guys.
With no subsidies.
Hey, I think on this
You have great ideas.
Yeah, what do you think about this SNAP thing? I'll tell you something else I think you ought to do on that, because you know they're required to work so much.
Right.
I think we do
20 hours.
Yeah, we do this thing with school. We got these kids in school. They do that workplace learning. You know, you got high school kids that actually go and work at jobs and this, and then the employer actually does a review on them, how good they done, if they hard work, they show up, they didn't. I think you ought to have something like that. If these guys go out and girls, it's on SNAP benefits, they get a job, you ought to have the employer say, look, this guy is lazy. And then just cut him off completely from everything.
I'd be so done.
Awesome.
You know, the entire point of these programs, you know, of the healthcare programs, you know, of the quote welfare programs, is not so that people stay on there forever and live on there and just, you know, and perpetuate this. The point, you know, the entire purpose of it is to give people a hand up, not a hand out.
Right.
Okay. And so they can get off of it and get back to work. But you're right. There are some people that simply don't want to get back to work. They just want to absorb these benefits for their entire life. And I'm sorry, but there's no constitutional authority to do that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if you got somebody working for you, you know them pretty quick. And, you know, if you say, hey, this guy, you can't help him, he's done. So just send him on, cancel it all. Let him fend for himself, because you can't help somebody who won't help themselves. There's no doubt. So I don't know, but on another,
and that's a very serious statement.
Yeah,
I mean, you're very true. I mean, that's right.
I'm loving this where they're fighting over the Venezuela bomb boats and all this nonsense. Seems like the Democrats are worried about them. Why are they worried about them? I mean, these guys are killing millions of Americans.
I think a bigger question there is, what about this letter that Hugo Carvajal Barrios just released? That Venezuelan general who pled guilty to narco. What's your thought on that? Is that viable?
Well, I have not seen that letter.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this. You know, every narco terrorist boatload of poison coming into this country that kills or has the potential to kill 100,000 plus American citizens. And remember, we have been losing over 100,000 Americans every solitary year to drug overdose. Most of those drugs, the vast majority, are synthetic opioids, and they're coming from Venezuela, and it has to be stopped. The president's authority and his mandate is to protect American citizens.
Right.
That's why the president is there. And he's doing exactly that. And honestly, I don't know if they're using a Reaper drone or other kind of drone up there hanging around, for 24 or 36 hours at a time, or whether they're using an F-18 or an F-35 or something like that. But my thought is use a bigger bomb.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And then you don't have to make a second pass.
That speaks to Pat's point earlier.
I mean, drop it on there, obliterate that thing, and shred all of those drugs that are sealed in watertight containers, wrapped up so they don't go floating around the ocean and end up on somebody's shore. All right, where somebody's going to find it, and then it's still going to get to America.
Yeah.
All right. When you hit it, and you just evaporate it. And make it big enough. I don't know if a Reaper can handle a 500-pounder or not, but that's my thought.
I'm with you. Hey, man, let me ask something before we go about that. Are you going to go to that Tim Burchett's Christmas party?
Was it like 12 minutes long?
It's the very Carhartt Christmas they're having December 11th. I didn't know if you was going to go to that or not. You ain't been invited?
I think the president is actually having his White House Christmas party that night.
Oh, okay. So you're going to go to
that? I guess
well, I've never been to one. I've never wanted to go during the Biden administration. No point in that.
but the White House was decorated so beautifully. Why wouldn't you want to go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, with cocaine and everything else.
Yeah.
Well, it was a white Christmas after all.
There you go.
Exactly. That's where I'm going.
There you go. I will send us some pictures, man. Send us some pictures. We got to.
All right. We'll do, guys.
Hey, we appreciate you, man.
Always great to be on with you.
Thanks, Andrew.
Take care.
All right. Take care.
All right, we'll see you. All right, Pat, that would be your programming to come up with a wonderful question that's stupid like always. Packy, what are we giving away?
Crazy Friday, man. We're gonna give anything you want away.
Yeah.
Anything
you want.
And a t-shirt.
Almost anything.
Okay.
And we'll throw in a t-shirt. So you can choose between Papa's Pizza Hiawassee. You can get Logan Turnpike Mill in Blairsville. You can get S&S Smoothies at the Tin Roof. You can get Valley River Brewery of Hayesville Murphy. And I'm sure I'm missing some, but Conservative Grounds Cafe. You can get a free gift from the Trump store and a free coffee over there. You pick it. You just got to get this trivia question right.
The question is, who was the first U.S. music artist to have a #1 album while he was in prison?
Oh,
Stephen Phillips with Midnight Express.
No, I never had a hit. I mean, I got
that second part though. The question.
Well, ask that question again now.
Who was the first U.S. musical artist to have a #1 album while he was in prison?
All right, y'all give us a call, 706-379-9770. If you can answer that, you can take your choice of anything here today.
And now, back to the morning dish.
All right, who we got, Loophole?
I'll tell you in just a moment.
Oh, we don't got nobody. All right, man, looks like this Letta James or Letitia James or whatever her name is, it ain't looking too good for us on that end of it.
Yeah, I know. Indictments are so easy to get. Like you can get one against a ham sandwich.
Oh, who said that?
I don't know.
Who said that? Who said that?
Lawyers.
That guy. this guy right here.
What's going on with that, man? What the heck? What's the problem?
Man, the grand jury would not re-indict her. I didn't really read anything more than that. They're not going to re-indict her, but apparently it's not over yet because they're still examining whether they can appeal the original indictment that was kicked out. So who knows?
There you go.
Hey, James Wright.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, we got James on. Good morning. How are you, James?
All right, bud.
I'm good. So what are you doing today?
Heading to work.
Yeah, I know. At 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I work in a restaurant. Copper Grill, man.
Where do you work at?
The Copper Grill.
Oh,
I call all the time. Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Well, okay, Pat, ask the question.
Who was the first U.S. music artist to have a #1 album while he was in prison?
Tupac Shakur.
You're correct. Congratulations, James.
Tupac. Who's Tupac?
What?
Tupac. Come
Tupac.
on now. East
Sing one of his
Coast.
songs for us.
No, I'm good on that.
They're rap songs. They're not singing songs.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let Pat rap. Let's Pat.
There you go.
Yeah.
No thanks. It was 1995, and the name of the album was "Me Against the World."
Me against the world, yes, sir.
Wow.
Aha.
All right, well, what is he going to win, Packy? What do
Hey,
you want?
you pick your prize, man. Which one you want?
I really want a T-shirt. That's what I've been
Okay,
trying
man,
to
we
get.
can do that. Hey, have you heard my
Yeah.
album, my rap album?
Yeah.
Check it out, man. I'm called Little Pasty.
Little
There you go.
pasty.
Look
Send
it
me
out, bro.
that.
The
Send
other
me
white
a
rapper.
signed CD.
There you go. I'll swing by here, man. We got you something.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
Thanks, J-Dog.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to rapper, I like MC Hammer. That's about as far
There
as I
you
can
go.
go.
Got the cool pants.
I like the Sugar
Yeah.
Hill Gang.
Oh, we're out. And what's that one? Sheena was a man. That was a cool tune.
Tone Loc.
Tone Loc.
Right,
Yeah, I like Tone Loc.
All right, we're done for today, folks. We'll talk to you bright and early Monday morning. Y'all have a good weekend, and everybody stay safe out there. Don't forget, Christmas is just around the curve, and if you'd like to get me something, I'm on the register at Mulkey's Junkyard out here in the Young area.
There you go. And go to the Sandbar tomorrow night at 7:30 for Fruit Throttle 21.
All right, y'all have a good weekend.
WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look at here. Guess who's #1 in the Nielsen ratings again?
Hey, 97.7.